Hello, friend. Settle in and make yourself comfortable. We are going to be taking a dive into medieval history today. If you enjoy these nightly travels, please consider liking and subscribing, and leave a comment sharing where you are listening from. It makes this experience feel so much more connected. High atop the Great Wall, a lone guard stands silhouetted against a canvas of 1,000,000 stars, an isolated figure. The wind screams past the ancient stones, whispering tales of empires and forgotten wars. His dark silhouette is stark against the soft starlight. Far from the warm glow of the capital, he is the last line of defense, a solitary sentinel against the vast, silent expanse of history. The watchtower stands sentinel as the sun dips, casting long shadows across the land. A palette of orange paints the sky, mirroring the day's final, fleeting moments. Crisp air carries the scent of pine, a natural perfume from the distant woods. The subtle fragrance mixes with earthy undertones, hinting at fields far away. Peace settles as nature prepares for twilight. A serene tableau unfolds. At a simple wooden guardpost, Wei watches over a vast, empty landscape under the sun. His worn but clean uniform speaks of duty, his unremarkable features telling no tales. He simply exists, a silent sentinel in this desolate expanse. 5 years of sunrises, sunsets, and the turning seasons have marked his vigil. Inside the ancient fortress, Wei adjusts his worn leather armor, a silent testament to battles fought and hardships endured. The cool, weathered stone of the fortress wall bears witness to centuries of history, felt beneath Wei's calloused hand. He runs a calloused hand over the cool stone of the wall, feeling its ancient strength. Sunlight streams through arrow slits, casting long shadows that dance across the fortress floor. The fortress stands as a silent guardian, its stones whispering tales of courage and resilience in the face of time. Rolling hills stretch into the horizon, a tapestry of greens and browns under the vast sky. The landscape unfolds, an endless expanse of nature's beauty. A hawk circles high above, a solitary sentinel in the boundless expanse. The sun casts long shadows, painting the hills with light and darkness. The air is still, the silence broken only by the whisper of the wind. Sunlight filters through the canopy, painting dappled patterns on the forest floor. A gentle breeze whispers through the trees, rustling leaves in a soothing melody. The forest is quiet, Wei's only companion. Bird calls echo softly. Wei walks alone. Silence is profound. The lone figure starts his patrol on the ancient wall, the night air heavy with the weight of countless watches. Each step echoes through the darkness, a familiar rhythm on stones worn smooth by time and endless duty. Under the dim moonlight, the wall stretches endlessly, a silent sentinel against the encroaching night. He walks the same stretch, night after night, the stones beneath his feet whispering tales of battles long past. At dusk, he pauses by the valley wall, a silhouette against the fading light. Below, a tranquil valley unfolds, the last rays of sunlight painting the fields in gold. A stream winds its way through the fields, mirroring the colorful sky. The scene exudes a serene beauty, a moment of peace before night descends. Wei observes a lone farmer toiling in the fields, a tiny figure dwarfed by the sweeping immensity of the countryside. The farmer moves with slow, deliberate motions, his connection to the land palpable and deep. Sunlight bathes the golden fields, creating a breathtaking vista that stretches to the horizon. Wei's thoughts drift, a silent contemplation filling the air. I wonder about his life, his family, his hopes, and his dreams. Wei ponders, his voice echoing the vastness of the landscape. Wei patrols, his gaze sweeping across the vast horizon, thoughts drifting like clouds across the open sky. The faces of his family emerge from the distance, vivid and full of warmth. A pang of longing strikes him, a silent echo of laughter and love from the faraway south. Duty calls, a stern reminder that pulls him back to the present. A vision of mother's gentle smile, a memory cutting through the present. A warm embrace, a comforting memory in the solitude. Longing echoes in the silence. I hope she is well, that she is safe. A prayer whispered into the ether. A hope amidst the unknown, a plea for her well-being. The guard post stands against the night. The wind howls across the battlefield. Distant artillery fire echoes, breaking the silence as I stare into the abyss. He's married now, with children of his own. A life beyond this hell. A wistful memory flickers across my mind, a stark contrast to reality. I wonder if he ever thinks of me, alone here on the wall. As dusk settles, Wei stands on a hilltop, the setting sun painting the sky with vibrant hues of pink and purple. Long shadows stretch across the landscape, the gentle breeze causing the trees to whisper ancient secrets. A chill sweeps through the air as the sun dips below the horizon, signaling the arrival of night. Wei pulls his cloak tighter, a solitary figure against the vast, darkening sky. Dusk descends on the patrol route, shadows lengthening, playing tricks on the eye. Turning sharply, I begin to retrace my steps, each footfall echoing in the growing stillness. Familiar shapes twist into the subtly alien, the world transformed by the fading light. The air cools, carrying the earthy scent of damp soil and the promise of night. A palpable sense of solitude settles as twilight deepens. The gray stone stretches endlessly, a cold, unyielding barrier against the sky. A splash of vibrant color breaks the monotony, catching the light. A tiny flower pushes through a crack, defying the stone's harshness. Its delicate petals unfurl, a beacon of life against the dull backdrop. A symbol of resilience, blooming defiantly in an unlikely place. In a harsh landscape, Wei kneels, his weathered hands gently touching a lone flower. The flower's delicate petals stand in stark contrast to the desolate surroundings. Wei stares intently, a silent question forming on his lips. How do you survive here? The wind whispers through the barren landscape, carrying Wei's question unanswered. His eyes reflect a deep wonder as he contemplates the flower's resilience. The flower sways gently, a beacon of life in the face of overwhelming desolation. In a desolate landscape under a harsh sun, a lone figure rises, his uniform dusted with the earth's grit. He resumes his patrol, a solitary silhouette against the vast, empty horizon. A sense of profound peace washes over him, a quiet awe in the face of stark beauty. The world unfolds in its desolate majesty, an untouched canvas of earth and sky. Even in its most barren corners, the world pulses with a rugged, undeniable beauty. As night descends, the first stars emerge, like diamonds scattered on velvet. The sky darkens, deepening the sense of mystery and anticipation. A sliver of moon ascends, casting a spectral glow over the landscape. The air cools, carrying the scent of dew and distant earth. Shadows lengthen, transforming familiar shapes into enigmatic forms. A hush falls, broken only by the whisper of wind through the grass. Wei arrives at his watchtower, the wooden structure silhouetted against the night sky. He ascends the creaking steps, each footfall echoing in the still night air. Reaching the top, Wei is greeted by an awe-inspiring panorama of stars. Shadows dance below, creating a breathtaking contrast of light and darkness. Under the cloak of night, a lone figure finds solace on a stone bench, the world fading as he closes his eyes. The wind whispers secrets through the tall grass, an ethereal symphony only he can hear. A symphony of scents rises with the wind, wildflowers, earth, and memories carried on the breeze. Silence deepens as the world fades, leaving only the sound of wind and the scent of night. Lost in reverie, he surrenders to the night, the field, a sanctuary under the watchful stars. I awaken beneath a desert sky, a million stars blazing in the infinite expanse above, each a distant, unknown sun. Lost in contemplation, I ponder the universe's mysteries, the secrets hidden beyond our world, carried on a breath of wind. A gentle breeze whispers across the sands, a silent echo of the cosmos's vast, unknowable depths, hinting at mysteries. The desert stretches out, silent and endless, under the watchful eyes of a million distant stars, each a beacon of the unknown. A profound sense of insignificance washes over me, dwarfing my existence in the face of the vast unknown. Yet, amidst the feeling of smallness, a deep connection stirs, binding me to something far greater. I feel like a tiny piece in a grand, infinite mosaic. The universe unfolds, revealing the profound interconnectedness of all things, a powerful, binding force. In the stillness of night, he stands motionless, adrift in a maze of contemplation. The night unfolds slowly, its serene darkness enveloping the world. A hush falls, as the world slumbers unaware, dreams weaving through the quiet. Lost in thought, he remains a silent figure against the backdrop of the sleeping world. As night blankets the unknown, Wei reaches into his worn pack, anticipation etched on his weathered face. He gently pulls out a small flute, carved meticulously from bamboo, its surface smooth with age. The simple instrument gleams faintly in the dim light, holding within it a silent symphony of memories. Wei's fingers trace the flute's delicate carvings, each groove a pathway to moments long past. His eyes close, a serene smile gracing his lips as he prepares to breathe life back into the bamboo. The flute waits patiently, poised to weave tales of joy, sorrow, and the enduring power of memory. In an unknown location, he raises the flute, its polished surface gleaming softly in the daylight. His long, slender fingers dance across the flute, finding their places with practiced ease. Eyes closed, he breathes life into the instrument. A haunting melody begins to weave its way through the air. The music, raw and unfiltered, echoes the depths of his soul. Music drifts on the night wind, a melody of longing and hope. The sound weaves through the darkness, painting the night with notes of peace. A symphony of whispers carried by the breeze, touching the soul. Each note resonates, a beacon in the quiet expanse of the night. The music pulses, alive, a promise hanging in the air. A serenade to the stars, echoing with untold dreams and unspoken desires. Under a velvet sky, the stars twinkle with sentient light, seeming to listen to the silent world below. The moon casts a bright, silver glow, bathing the open field in an ethereal light. Silence reigns, broken only by the unheard melodies carried on the night air. The world is still, captivated, as if holding its breath in anticipation of a secret revealed. In the dimly lit room, Wei hunches over his instrument, shadows dancing around him like secrets. His fingers fly across the strings, each note a whisper in the quiet night. Hours melt away as Wei becomes lost in the music, a world of melody enveloping him. Loneliness and worries fade. He is simply a man, his music, and the endless rhythm. As dawn paints the horizon with gold, Wei ceases his flute's song, the melody fading into the awakening world. With gentle care, Wei stows his flute, each movement a study in precision and respect. A long, deliberate stretch, his body waking with pops and cracks, betraying the hours of stillness. The soft light catches the lines of fatigue and peace on Wei's face, a silent story etched in the dawn. The field sleeps under a blanket of pre-dawn darkness, the first hint of light painting the horizon with a promise of day. Stars fade like distant memories as the sky lightens, surrendering to the approaching dawn. The world awakens, stretching its limbs as the gentle breeze whispers through the tall grass. Dew-kissed earth releases its scent, mingling with the fresh breath of the morning air. A symphony of subtle sounds begins as nature stirs, welcoming the sun's return with quiet anticipation. As dawn breaks, the sun paints the sky with strokes of gold and crimson, a celestial canvas awakening to a new day. The landscape transforms, bathed in the gentle, ethereal light of the rising sun. Shadows recede as the world is enveloped in the warm embrace of a nascent morning. A symphony of colors unfolds across the horizon, signaling the start of a vibrant, promising day. Wei smiles softly, a sense of renewal washing over him in the quiet solitude. Each day is a new beginning, Wei narrates, his voice filled with hope. He reflects, a chance to start over, to make a difference. Wei's eyes gleam with newfound purpose, ready to embrace the day. I rise, muscles aching, stretching towards the unseen sky in this unknown place. Each stretch is a preparation, steeling myself for the day's unknown duties. The air hangs heavy, expectant, as I gather my resolve. My eyes narrow, focused, reflecting the grim determination within. A deep breath fills my lungs, bracing me for what lies ahead. I stand ready, willing, and able, a solitary figure against the stark backdrop. He resumes his patrol along the ancient wall, his footsteps echoing in the crisp morning air. The same path as yesterday, yet today, the world bursts with an unfamiliar, vibrant hope. Sunlight bathes the stone in a golden glow, casting long shadows that dance with newfound optimism. Each step forward is imbued with a sense of possibility, the air alive with promise. Sunlight bathes the ancient wall, its weathered stones, telling tales of time and struggle. A tiny splash of color pierces the gray. A small flower stubbornly thrives in a crack. He notices it, an unexpected beacon of life amidst the stoic, unyielding stone. The flower seems to pulse with an inner light, its petals unfurling with quiet strength. It stands defiant, a symbol of hope in the face of cold, indifferent reality. More vibrant than before, it whispers a silent promise of resilience and enduring beauty. In a serene moment, a gentle smile graces his face as he looks upon a single flower, his eyes reflecting peace. The bloom stands as a fragile emblem of hope, its delicate petals unfurling towards the light. A wave of gratitude washes over me, a poignant reminder that life persists, even amidst the most challenging conditions. The simple flower, a beacon of resilience, flourishes against all odds. It blooms in defiance, a small miracle in an otherwise barren world. High atop the Great Wall, I patrol, boots echoing on ancient stone, each step resonating with history. The wind whips around me, carrying scents from distant mountains, whispering tales of ages past. A sense of purpose fills my heart, a quiet resolve solidifying within. I am a guard, I will do my duty, standing as a steadfast guardian against the vast, timeless horizon. At the wall's gap, he pauses, the precipice offering a stark view into the sprawling valley below. Far below, the farmer toils in his fields, a solitary figure against the vast expanse. The sun blazes, casting long shadows that stretch and distort across the landscape. The wind whispers tales of resilience, rustling through the crops. A silent observer, he watches the cycle of life unfold beneath him. The gap in the wall frames a world of labor, peace, and the enduring spirit of the land. In the vast countryside, a solitary figure, Wei, raises his hand in a gesture of goodwill. A farmer toils in the golden fields, his weathered face reflecting years under the sun. Wei's wave cuts through the stillness, a silent greeting across the open space. The farmer pauses, returning the wave, a mirror of respect and acknowledgement. Their hands meet in the air, bridging the distance with unspoken camaraderie. A simple exchange, yet heavy with mutual understanding and quiet support. Under the relentless sun, Wei treads his patrol route, his pace unwavering, a guardian in a world of quiet vigilance. His gaze drifts into the distance, lost in reverie, as thoughts of family paint vivid portraits in his mind. Faces of loved ones, their smiles and laughter, echo in the silent chambers of his heart, a comforting embrace. Memories of camaraderie flood his senses, his friends' voices a symphony of joy in the solitude of his duty. Yet, a heavy burden settles upon his shoulders, the weight of his country's future. A solemn vow etched in his soul. He walks on, a solitary figure against the vast landscape, his spirit fueled by love, memory, and unwavering devotion. He stands tall, a faint smile gracing his lips, radiating an aura of quiet strength and unwavering resolve. A sense of belonging washes over him, settling deep within his soul, anchoring him to something profound. He feels himself part of something larger, more important, a cause worth fighting for with every fiber. The weight of responsibility feels surprisingly light, almost liberating, as he embraces his purpose. Camaraderie surrounds him, the shared spirit of his companions bolstering his resolve and fueling his determination. Bathed in the golden light, Wei stands as a solitary sentinel, his gaze sweeping over the majestic, rugged landscape. The air hangs still, the silence broken only by the soft rustling of leaves as Wei contemplates the world around him. Lost in thought, Wei observes the slow, peaceful unfolding of the day across the mountainous vista. Amber hues paint the horizon as Wei remains motionless, a silent figure amidst the grandeur of nature. As the sun paints the sky with fire, Wei returns to his solitary watchtower, a lone figure against the vibrant sunset. The worn, wooden steps groan under his weight, each creak a lonely echo in the still evening air. He settles onto the cold stone bench, the chill seeping into him as the last light fades from the horizon. His silhouette is stark against the dying light, a silent guardian as darkness descends. The sky transforms, an artist's canvas ablaze with fiery orange and vibrant purple, capturing a fleeting moment of natural beauty. He watches, captivated by the spectacle, his gaze lost in the ever-shifting hues, finding solace in the painted sky. In the ordinary, he finds extraordinary beauty, a simple yet profound truth echoing in his heart. The world is beautiful, he reflects, a silent affirmation of the wonder that surrounds him, even in the simplest moments. In a vast field under the cloak of night, he closes his eyes, seeking solace in the darkness. The wind begins to whisper, a gentle caress through the tall grass, carrying secrets on its breath. A symphony of nature unfolds as the scent of wildflowers dances in the air, a sweet, intoxicating aroma. He inhales deeply, embracing the sensory symphony, a moment of serene connection with the earth. Lost in the moment, the world fades away, leaving only the wind's whisper and the wildflower's scent. A peaceful expression settles on his face, a brief respite from the turmoil within. I awaken in a field, the night sky a canvas of infinite stars. Gazing up, I contemplate the universe's vast expanse. The mysteries of the cosmos beckon, questions swirling in my mind. Each star a distant sun, each constellation a story untold. Lost in thought, the night sky whispers secrets of worlds beyond. A profound sense of insignificance washes over me, the stark reality of our smallness in the vast cosmos. Yet, a countercurrent stirs, a powerful surge of connection binding us together. The feeling intensifies, a reminder that we are all interwoven, each a part of something infinitely larger than ourselves. The insignificance fades, replaced by the warmth of belonging. A quiet understanding settles in. We are small, but not alone. In the unknown location, he is frozen, a statue amidst the quiet chaos of his thoughts. Thoughts swirl around him, a silent storm raging within. Night unfolds slowly, each moment stretching into an eternity. A serene stillness blankets the world, a stark contrast to the turmoil within him. Time stands still, amplifying the weight of his unspoken burdens in the silent, unknown location. In the bright garden, Wei spots a tiny spider, a craftsman of nature, diligently weaving its home. The web, a delicate tapestry of silk, shimmers, capturing sunlight in its intricate design. Strung between two weathered stones, the spider's creation speaks of patience and innate skill. Each strand, a testament to nature's artistry, reflects the spider's unwavering dedication. The garden watches as the spider perfects its trap. A silent drama of survival unfolds. In a forgotten corner, the delicate architecture of a spiderweb shimmers, catching the light. A lone spider, a tiny architect, meticulously repairs its silken home, thread by fragile thread. Lost in thought, I observe the spider, its every movement a testament to instinct and survival. The spider moves with determined grace, a silent hunter in its intricate domain. Contemplating the spider's life, its relentless work ethic mirrors the struggles of existence. The spider's triumphs, though small, resonate with the universal will to endure and overcome. In the quiet corner of an unknown room, a spider meticulously spins its intricate web. Each delicate movement reflects a persistent effort, a silent dance of survival in a harsh world. The observer watches, a sense of kinship growing as they witness the spider's tireless work. A shared understanding dawns. Both are simply striving to exist, connected by the thread of survival. Sunlight floods the boy's room, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air, a scene frozen in time. A younger me, no older than 10, cradles a small bird with a broken wing. His brow furrows with concern as he gently examines the injured creature. He feels the frantic flutter of its tiny heart against his small hand. A tender moment of empathy, a silent promise to heal what is broken. Bathed in sunlight, I remember the bird, fragile yet defiant, now healed and ready to embrace the vast sky. A surge of satisfaction washes over me as its wings catch the light, a symbol of resilience and freedom. With a powerful beat, it ascends, leaving behind the confines of my care and soaring towards the horizon. The warmth of the sun on my face mirrors the warmth in my heart, witnessing its triumphant return to the wild. I watch it disappear into the endless blue, a tiny speck of hope against the boundless expanse. A pause hangs in the air, heavy with unspoken thoughts. A sudden realization dawns, flooding my senses. Small acts of kindness ripple outwards. Brief moments of compassion create waves of change. The weight of understanding settles, A profound shift. A call to action resonates, filling me with purpose. Sunlight floods the bustling coffee shop as he sits alone, a cup of coffee before him. His face, etched with newfound resolve, reflects the light. He observes the diverse patrons, each lost in their own world. He watches their interactions, a silent observer of life's tapestry. He resolves to be more kind, a voice whispers, more compassionate. He wants to make the world a better place, even in his own small way. High atop the great wall, a lone guard stands vigilant, the ancient stones beneath his feet whispering tales of centuries past. His gaze sweeps across the vast, undulating landscape, a mosaic of greens and browns stretching to the distant horizon. I think about the other guards on the great wall. A voice echoes, a solitary thought amidst the grandeur. The ones who are stationed in even more remote locations than I am. The narration continues, painting a picture of isolation. Lost in thought, I am haunted by concerns, my mind clouded with worry for loved ones far away. Wherever they are they safe? Are they happy? Unanswered questions echo within me. I cling to hope, yearning that life treats them kindly, shielding them from harm. I hope they are all doing well. I whisper into the silence, a fragile wish sent on the wind. In an unknown location, a gentle expression graces his face as he looks upon them. His eyes reflect a deep well of kindness and understanding. A silent message of encouragement emanates from him. An unspoken wish for peace radiates outward, enveloping all present. Happiness, like a gentle breeze, seems to fill the space. The atmosphere is charged with quiet hope and serene expectation. A profound unity envelops him. Invisible threads connect him to every soul on earth. He is part of a global family. Shared humanity binds them all. A warm, comforting feeling spreads. He is home, connected, complete. Under the scorching sun, he stands on the great wall, gazing at the endless stone dragon winding across the horizon. The ancient stones bake beneath his feet, each brick whispering tales of countless lives poured into its construction. He imagines the hopes and fears of generations etched into every stone, their sacrifices echoing in the wind. A profound silence descends, broken only by the whisper of the wind, as he contemplates the wall's enduring legacy. An echoing void stretches, the air thick with untold stories, a silent testament to sacrifice and unyielding dedication. The weight of solemn respect settles deep within. A profound sense of awe washes over the soul. The unseen echoes with the valor of the departed. Their legacy resonates in the stillness. A sense of profound realization dawns, an awakening to a shared historical identity. The weight of generations settles. A legacy unfolds in vivid clarity. The past echoes into the present, a silent vow to continue the lineage. Bathed in memory's glow, his face hardens with resolve, a vow forming in the silence. The weight of responsibility settles on his shoulders, a burden accepted with solemn grace. He pledges to honor their memory, his voice a low rumble of unwavering commitment. Fire flickers in his eyes, reflecting a burning determination to be a worthy successor. High atop the great wall, I stand, the wind a relentless sculptor against my face, a lone figure against the vast, ancient stones. My gaze wanders across the endless wall, each brick whispering tales of human endeavor, resilience etched in stone. Lost in thought, I ponder the future, the echoes of history resonating in the very air around me. I envision generations to come, their footsteps a continuation of this timeless journey, their stories yet unwritten. The great wall stands defiant, a silent witness to the passage of time, an enduring symbol of humanity's spirit. He scans the unknown location, hope lighting his face, a silent anticipation hanging in the air. I hope that they will appreciate its beauty. The narration echoes, filling the room with a sense of reverence and its significance. The voice continues, emphasizing the weight of history and meaning, that they will learn from its history. The narration concludes, a hopeful wish for future understanding. Sunlight floods the bustling coffee shop as I sit alone, a solitary figure lost in the murmur of voices and the hiss of machines. Nursing lukewarm coffee, my gaze drifts out the window, thoughts swirling within. A profound longing takes root, to leave the world a better place than I found it. The desire to make a lasting, positive contribution to the future burns within me. That thought echoes, resonating deeply as I contemplate the world beyond the glass. Under the vast sky, the Great Wall stretches endlessly, a silent guardian against the horizon. A lone guard stands watch, his silhouette etched against the ancient stones. A sentinel of duty, he feels a surge of responsibility, the weight of history and the call of duty. A resolute expression hardens his features as he vows, "I will do my duty to the best of my ability." Under the cloak of night, he lifts his gaze to the heavens, a silent observer of the cosmic ballet above. The stars ignite his soul, each twinkle sparking a profound sense of wonder and awe. Before him, the universe unfolds a canvas of infinite mysteries and breathtaking beauty. He stands at the precipice of the unknown, humbled by the vastness that stretches beyond human comprehension. Lost in contemplation, he feels an intimate connection to the cosmos, a silent dialogue with eternity. Bathed in starlight, he embraces the humbling realization of his place within this grand, celestial tapestry. Bathed in serene light, a profound sense of peace washes over the scene. Contentment radiates, filling every corner of the mind with a gentle warmth. Gratitude blooms, a silent acknowledgement of life's precious gifts. Health is cherished, a foundation upon which dreams are built. Opportunities shimmer, promising paths yet to be explored with hope. In a reflective space, countless versions of myself stare back, a sea of faces in an infinite mirror. Echoes of past mistakes swirl around me, shadows of regret clouding the endless reflections. Yet, amidst the darkness, faint glimmers of progress shine, a beacon in the mirrored abyss. "I am not perfect," a voice whispers, resonating through the space. "But I am learning, growing, improving." The reflections echo back, a promise of resilience in the face of imperfection. Sunlight streams into an unknown space, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. A solitary figure stands silhouetted against the light, determination etched on their face. A deep breath is taken, a silent vow made to embrace the challenges ahead. Eyes focus, reflecting a newfound resolve to live with purpose. A hand clenches, symbolizing the grip on their own destiny. A journey begins, each step deliberate and full of intent. Under the cloak of night, a solitary figure stands silhouetted against the unknown. Eyes close, surrendering to the moment. As a deep breath begins, cool night air rushes in, filling lungs with a sense of peace. A silent communion with the darkness, a moment of serene solitude. The world fades as the figure is embraced by the tranquil night. In the dim unknown, a figure stands silhouetted, tension etched into every line of their posture. A visible exhalation, a plume of breath in the still air, marks the letting go of unseen burdens. Slowly, deliberately, they release the stress that has held them captive. The weight of the world seems to lift as they find a moment of release. A subtle shift in their stance hints at a newfound resolve, a quiet strength rediscovered. A profound sense of calm washes over, like a gentle wave. The air is still, filled with a quiet peace. Every muscle softens, tension melts away. A serene stillness settles deep within. Breathing becomes effortless, light as a feather. A tranquil haven, safe and undisturbed. In the quiet bedroom, he lies still, eyes shut tight, ready to release the day's burdens and slip into the embrace of sleep. His breath softens, each exhale a gentle surrender to the approaching night. Muscles ease, tension melts away as his body prepares for the dreams that await. The world fades as he drifts further, thoughts blurring into the quiet darkness. A peaceful calm settles over him, a silent promise of rest and renewal. In the stillness, he rests, ready to gather strength from the night's deep slumber. Under the cloak of night, a solitary figure finds refuge on a cold stone bench. He huddles against the chill, his cloak becoming a makeshift shield. The park is silent, save for the rustle of leaves and the distant hum of the city. Shadows dance around him, obscuring his features and adding to the mystery. The stone bench offers a stark contrast to the soft comfort of home. Wrapped in his cloak, he seeks a moment's peace in the heart of the night. In the quiet of the night, he lies in bed, his breathing growing soft and even. His eyelids flutter gently, then still, sealing him in a peaceful darkness. A faint smile graces his lips, a silent testament to the tranquility within. Drifting into sleep, his mind is filled with serene images and gentle thoughts. The dreamscape unfolds, a kaleidoscope of colors and light twisting into an ethereal vortex. Fleeting images flicker, a woman's radiant smile, children's laughter echoing in the void, a toast among friends, glasses raised in camaraderie, then a flag waving against an endless blue sky. Fragmented memories struggle to coalesce, like echoes of a life yearning to be remembered. A swirling vortex of colors and memories engulfs me, pulling me into the depths of a vivid dream. Bathed in ethereal moonlight, the Great Wall emerges, an ancient serpent of stone winding across the dreamscape. Its snaking path, a testament to human endeavor, cuts through mountains and valleys, defying the ages. Overwhelmed by its sheer scale, I feel the weight of history, the echoes of countless footsteps. Its stark beauty endures, a powerful, silent story etched into every weathered brick. I drift through nebulous clouds, a lone figure in a cosmic ocean of swirling thoughts and visions, like dust motes in starlight. The future unfurls before me, a breathtaking kaleidoscope of vibrant cities and desolate wastelands. Uncharted stars shimmer in the distance, beckoning me towards the unknown. My hand extends, fingers brushing against shimmering possibilities, each touch a whisper of what could be. A universe of choices dances on my fingertips, the weight of destiny held in a single, ethereal touch. A swirling vortex of vibrant colors fills the dreamscape, captivating and disorienting the senses. Fingers reach out, tentatively touching fleeting images of serene landscapes. Joyful faces materialize, their loving embraces, felt only for a heartbeat before dissolving away. Each touch sends ripples through the dream, momentarily solidifying visions of what could be. He dreams of peace, of happiness, of love. A voice whispers, underscoring the ethereal beauty. In the quiet bedroom, a figure lies in peaceful slumber, untouched by dreams or worries, lost in the stillness of the night. The soft glow of the moon casts a gentle light across the room, highlighting the serene expression on his face. Each breath is a silent rhythm, marking time in the tranquil space, as the world outside fades into insignificance. In this moment of perfect peace, he is adrift in a sea of calm, far from the storms and struggles of waking life. The night deepens, silent and still, enveloping the undefined location in a blanket of darkness. An unsettling calm hangs in the air, as the world holds its breath under the starlit sky. Hours dissolve into obscurity, marked only by the gradual shift of shadows. Nothing stirs, nothing breaks the eerie tranquility of the night. The darkness remains undisturbed, a canvas of silent expectation. The first light of dawn breaks, painting the horizon with delicate strokes of orange and pink. Way stirs, gently awakened by the soft, golden light filtering through the morning mist. A new day begins, its promise whispered on the tranquil breeze. The world awakens around him, bathed in the nascent glow of sunrise. Shadows recede as the landscape is unveiled in the gentle light. The air is crisp and still, carrying the scent of dew and the quiet anticipation of the day ahead. Stretching wide, I greet the morning with a yawn, feeling the last tendrils of sleep release their hold. My eyes flutter open, revealing a bedroom bathed in soft morning light, promising a fresh start. A wave of rejuvenation washes over me, filling every corner of my being with renewed energy. With a deep breath, I embrace the day, ready to face whatever it may hold with newfound vigor. Sunlight bathes the vast landscape as I awaken on the stone bench, taking in its serene beauty. My eyes trace the rolling hills and distant mountains, each peak painted with strokes of green and gold. A gentle breeze whispers through the trees, carrying the scent of wildflowers and damp earth. The sky stretches above, a canvas of endless blue dotted with fluffy, drifting clouds. Lost in the moment, I marvel at the world, feeling a profound sense of peace and connection to nature. Golden light bathes the untouched landscape, the air shimmering with nascent energy. A new dawn breaks, painting the pristine world with hues of boundless potential. The air crackles with unseen power, anticipation hanging heavy in the stillness. Every blade of grass, every ripple of sand, reflects the promise of something new. The horizon stretches, an invitation to explore the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. A sense of wonder fills the air, as if anything is possible in this moment of creation. In an unknown location, a new day dawns. A sense of gratitude fills the air. Another opportunity unfolds. A chance to make a difference arises, Hope and purpose intermingle. A fresh start begins. In a stark, unknown location, a figure rises, stretching wearily against the dim light of day. Muscles tense and relax as he extends, a silent preparation for the tasks ahead. Each stretch is a meditation, steeling resolve for another day of unwavering duty. The weight of responsibility settles on his shoulders as he prepares to face the unknown. Against blinding light, a figure stands in stark silhouette, his form radiating strength and resolve. An aura of readiness emanates from him, a silent promise of action about to unfold. Every line of his posture speaks of willingness, a deep-seated commitment to the task ahead. His very presence exudes capability, a quiet confidence that assures success against all odds. Under the vast sky, a lone figure begins his solemn march. He walks along the wall, his shadow stretching beside him. The stones beneath his feet are worn smooth by countless steps. His eyes scan the horizon, vigilant and unwavering. Each footstep echoes in the silence, marking time. The wall stands tall, a silent guardian against the world. A moment of pause, a breath held, as I absorb the unfamiliar air of this place. The world unfolds, vibrant and new, bathed in an unexpected light. Hope, a tangible presence, fills the space, coloring everything it touches. Each detail, once mundane, now sings with a newfound clarity and purpose. The very air seems charged, electric with possibility and promise. In this altered reality, the future shimmers, beckoning with open arms. Sunlight bathes the weathered wall, highlighting its rough texture. A tiny flower bravely pushes through a crack, a vibrant splash of color against the aged stone. Its delicate petals unfurl, reaching towards the life-giving light. The flower stands defiant, a symbol of hope amidst the decay. Close up on the flower, emphasizing its resilience and beauty. The weathered wall looms, contrasting with the flower's fragile strength. The air crackles with unseen energy, colors intensified, sounds amplified. A tangible sense of heightened existence permeates the unknown space. Every breath feels deeper, every heartbeat echoes louder. The boundary between reality and something more blurs. A heightened awareness sharpens every sense. The world transforms into a vibrant, pulsating tapestry. Sunlight streams into the unknown space, illuminating a single flower. A gentle smile graces my face as I gaze upon the delicate bloom. Tenderness fills my heart as I admire its vibrant colors. A profound sense of gratitude washes over me, warm and comforting. The flower seems to glow, radiating peace and serenity. In this quiet moment, I find solace and connection with nature. The officer moves along the sun-drenched street, his tall figure a silhouette against the bright day. Sunlight glints off his badge as he walks, each step measured and confident. A sense of duty radiates from him as he scans the surroundings, his gaze sharp and vigilant. His face is calm, but his eyes reflect the weight of his responsibility, a silent promise to protect. At the mountain gap, a figure halts, the wind whipping around them as they peer into the valley below, a silent observer. The vast valley unfolds beneath them, a tapestry of green and shadow stretching to the distant horizon. A moment of quiet contemplation hangs in the air as they absorb the landscape's silent grandeur. The figure stands silhouetted against the skyline, a solitary sentinel at the edge of the world. Under the vast sky, golden sunlight bathes the ripe fields, promising a bountiful harvest. The farmer, a silhouette against the horizon, moves with practiced steps between the rows of crops. His weathered hands gently touch the plants, a silent conversation between man and nature. Each movement is imbued with care, ensuring the health and prosperity of his livelihood. The fields stretch out, a tapestry of green and gold, nurtured by his unwavering dedication. Under the vast sky, Wei lifts his hand in a friendly greeting, a genuine smile lighting up his face. In the golden fields, a farmer, etched with years of labor, mirrors Wei's gesture, his smile warm and inviting. The air is filled with the promise of a bright day, the fields stretching out in a sea of green and gold. A moment of peaceful connection unfolds between two souls amidst the tranquility of the countryside. The simple act of greeting becomes a symbol of shared humanity and the beauty of rural life. In a space undefined, an exchange unfolds. A simple, heartfelt gesture bridges the distance. The moment hangs, delicate yet profound. Narration. It's a small gesture, but it means a lot. The unspoken words echo in the stillness. A bond deepens in this quiet connection. Under the vast sky, Wei continues his lonely patrol. His steps echo in the empty expanse. The sun casts long shadows as Wei scans the horizon, his figure a solitary silhouette against the landscape. His gaze wanders, lost in contemplation. Wei's thoughts drift like clouds in the boundless sky above. A distant bird cries, momentarily breaking Wei's reverie. He sighs, his duty a heavy weight on his shoulders. In the stark, unknown location, a man pauses, lost in thought, his eyes reflecting distant memories. His gaze softens, a poignant blend of longing and fierce resolve flickering across his face. He remembers his family, their laughter echoing in the silent space around him. Images of friends flash through his mind, a comforting warmth amidst the cold reality. His thoughts turn to his country, a sense of duty solidifying his determination. A faint smile graces his lips, a silent promise to return, forever etched in his heart. A deep sense of pride permeates the air, unseen, yet palpable. An overwhelming feeling of belonging settles, grounding the soul in its place. The unknown space transforms into a sanctuary. Invisible bonds strengthen, binding the heart to the mysterious surroundings. Sunlight pierces through a grimy window, illuminating dust motes dancing in the stagnant air. A single ray spotlights the space, revealing the unseen particles swirling in the quiet. I am a part of something larger, an unseen force. It is something important, a weight of responsibility. It is something worth fighting for, a cause to believe in. My resolve hardens with each breath, a silent vow echoing in the sunlit room. The sun drifts languidly, painting the sky with hues of gold. Shadows stretch and shrink, marking the passage of time. A gentle breeze whispers secrets through the unseen leaves. The world breathes in a symphony of muted sounds and soft light. Tranquility reigns as the day unfolds, serene and undisturbed. Nature's quiet drama plays out beneath the watchful sun. Wei stands alone, a solitary figure silhouetted against the endless horizon, a small silhouette against the vast landscape. His gaze sweeps across the panorama, taking in the world in a thoughtful silence, his expression unreadable. Lost in contemplation, he considers the weight of existence, his figure still and pensive against the moving sky. The wind whispers secrets to him as he stands unmoving, a part of the landscape, the world holding its breath around him. Wei remains, a silent observer, the embodiment of introspection amidst the grandeur of nature, a single soul in the immensity. The sun dips below the horizon, casting the sky in fiery hues as Wei makes his way back towards the watchtower. The wooden steps groan beneath Wei's weary feet, each step a testament to the passage of time. From his vantage point, the world is bathed in the warm, fading glow of the setting sun. The watchtower stands as a silent sentinel, bearing witness to the changing colors of the sky. Wei pauses, letting the quiet solitude of the hour wash over him, a moment of peace found in duty. As darkness descends, the watchtower transforms into a beacon against the encroaching night. An unknown location under the stark light of day. Wooden steps, worn by time, lead upward. He begins to ascend, each step a labor, the creaking wood a stark symphony in the silence. The weathered wood groans beneath his weight, each sound echoing his solitary journey. Reaching the summit, he pauses, his figure silhouetted against the vast sky. A cold stone bench awaits. He settles onto it, the chill seeping into his bones. The stillness envelops him, a silent observer in this desolate, windswept place. The sky begins its transformation, a canvas awaiting the brushstrokes of twilight. Orange bleeds into the horizon, a fiery farewell to the day. Purple hues deepen, a regal embrace descending over the landscape. He stands in awe, a silent observer to the celestial spectacle. The colors swirl and dance, an ephemeral masterpiece painted across the heavens. The world is bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun, a moment of serene beauty. Bathed in sunlight, a man strolls down a vibrant street, his gaze sweeping over the everyday wonders around him. He pauses, a soft smile playing on his lips as he absorbs the beauty of the mundane. A thought blossoms in his mind, a quiet revelation. The world is a beautiful place. His smile deepens, affirming his thought. even in its most ordinary moments. Under the cloak of night, a figure stands in quiet solitude, eyes closed. He surrenders to the night's embrace. The symphony of the night unfolds around him. Lost in the darkness, he finds a strange harmony. A vast field of tall grass sways gently, a sea of green rippling in the breeze under the vast, open sky. Sunlight dances on the tips of the grass, creating a shimmering, ethereal glow across the landscape. The wind whispers secrets through the blades, carrying the sweet scent of wildflowers on its breath. Distant hills frame the horizon, completing the serene and expansive view of the field. Nature's symphony plays out, a tranquil and picturesque scene unfolding under the warmth of the sun. I wake up, looking up at an endless night sky. A celestial tapestry unfolds above. Twinkling lights fill the infinite expanse, stars like diamonds scattered on black velvet. A sea of stars swirls into view, hinting at the infinite mysteries of the cosmos. A lone figure stands silhouetted against a nebula, lost in contemplation. I wonder about the vastness of the universe. A voice echoes, filled with awe. The mysteries that lie beyond our world. The voice continues, tinged with longing. The setting evokes a profound sense of insignificance, a stark reminder of humanity's small place in the vast cosmos. The weight of the universe presses down, dwarfing all within. An awareness dawns, sharp and humbling, of our limited scope. In a moment of quiet contemplation, his face softens, a hint of a smile gracing his lips. A profound sense of connection washes over him, bridging the gap between the known and the unknown. He feels the invisible threads that bind us all, a subtle reminder of unity. The weight of the world lifts as he embraces the notion of belonging to something greater. His eyes reflect a newfound understanding, a quiet acknowledgement of the shared human experience. In this silent revelation, he finds peace, a deep sense of purpose illuminating his path forward. In the dim, nondescript room, a lone figure stands motionless, shrouded in silence, lost in the labyrinth of his mind. Time seems to stand still as he is consumed by an intense, internal struggle. The air is heavy with unspoken thoughts and suppressed emotions. He remains still as a statue, with only the faintest hint of tension visible in his posture, an eternity trapped within the confines of his own consciousness. Night descends, a serene blanket muffling the world, shadows stretching long under the moon's silent gaze. Stars shimmer, distant diamonds, scattered across an infinite, velvet sky. A gentle breeze stirs, whispering secrets through the trees. The air is thick with the heady fragrance of night-blooming jasmine. Peace settles, a profound stillness, embracing all beneath the watchful moon. Night descends, casting a hush over the world as the ancient Great Wall stands in silent vigil. A cool breeze whispers through the weathered stones, carrying the scent of distant lands and forgotten battles. Eyes close, surrendering to the serene slumber as tranquility blankets the land. Good night, friend, a voice whispers. May your dreams be as peaceful as Wei's quiet watch on the Great Wall. Wei stands atop the Great Wall, the cool night air caressing his face. The moon casts long, eerie shadows from the ancient crenellations. Silence descends, broken only by the whispering wind. A profound sense of history and solitude surrounds him. Wei stands atop the Great Wall, the ancient stones beneath his feet whispering tales of battles past. He adjusts the worn leather of his armor, the metal a cool contrast against his skin. A deep breath fills his lungs as he surveys the vast landscape, bracing himself for the coming storm. The wind whips around him, a chilling reminder of the harsh realities he is about to face. The Great Wall stretches into the distance, a silent sentinel against the encroaching night. Below, the valley fades into a sea of darkness, an endless expanse swallowing the world. Faint lights flicker in the distance, tiny beacons of civilization amidst the overwhelming dark. Distant villages twinkle, their lights like fallen stars scattered across the inky landscape. The wall stands in stark contrast, a beacon of hope against the backdrop of the night. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon winding across the mountainous terrain under a vast, open sky. Ancient stones whisper tales of emperors and forgotten battles. The wind howls through the watchtowers, a constant lament of history and time. Sunlight bathes the weathered ramparts, highlighting the strength and resilience of the ancient structure. Shadows dance with the setting sun, creating an eerie, timeless atmosphere along the wall. A lone figure stands atop the wall, dwarfed by its immensity, a silent witness to centuries. Wei stands on the Great Wall, the ancient stones under his feet whispering tales of dynasties long past. He closes his eyes, the wind carrying echoes of distant drums and the thunder of marching feet. In his mind's eye, phantoms of armies surge beneath the towering walls, their banners rippling in the wind. A solemn expression crosses his face, a silent acknowledgement of the countless souls who walked this path before him. Wei stands resolute atop the Great Wall, the wind howling around him, a solitary figure against the ancient stones. Vibrant banners snap fiercely, their colors a defiant scream against the gray, a fleeting vision of battles past. Echoes of war cries reverberate through the mountains, a symphony of courage and impending doom. The vision fades, leaving Wei alone with the wind, a constant whisper of history and forgotten sacrifices. He feels the chill of the stone beneath his feet, the weight of centuries pressing down on him. The Great Wall stretches endlessly under a vast sky, now draped in an eerie silence. Wei's eyes flutter open, his gaze sweeping across the ancient stones, searching for any sign of disturbance. He resumes his lonely patrol, his footsteps echoing softly against the backdrop of the imposing wall. Each step is measured, each glance deliberate, as he embodies the unwavering vigilance of a guardian. The wind whispers through the battlements, a constant reminder of the weight of his duty. Wei stands on the Great Wall, ancient stones beneath his feet whispering tales of centuries past. Each worn stone is smooth, shaped by countless footsteps echoing through history. The wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon winding across the rugged landscape. A silent observer, Wei absorbs the weight of history embedded in every stone. The wind carries whispers of battles fought and empires risen, all etched into the wall. Wei's gaze sweeps across the horizon, a blend of awe and contemplation in his eyes. Wei halts near a watchtower on the Great Wall, the ancient stones underfoot whispering tales of forgotten battles. Moonlight bathes the landscape, casting long shadows that dance and writhe like restless spirits. The watchtower looms, its formidable shadow a stark blot against the pale, ethereal glow. A solitary figure amidst the grandeur, Wei seems lost in thought, a silent observer of history's silent witness. The wind whispers secrets through the ancient stones, carrying echoes of empires and the weight of ages. Inside the ancient watchtower, shadows dance in the corners. A small brazier glows softly, casting an eerie light. The embers crackle quietly, a lonely sound in the vast space. Dust motes swirl in the air, illuminated by the flickering flames. The watchtower stands silent, guarding secrets of old. The brazier's light offers a small comfort in the darkness. Inside the watchtower, shadows dance in the flickering light of the brazier. Wei kneels, his silhouette stark against the stone walls. With deft hands, he adds twigs, feeding the hungry flames. The fire crackles, casting a warm glow on his weathered face. Sparks rise, mirroring the stars in the night sky above. The brazier roars back to life, a beacon in the darkness. Inside the watchtower, a fire crackles, its light painting dancing shadows on the rough-hewn walls. The warmth spills outwards, a comforting embrace against the encroaching cold. Flickering light reveals the rugged texture of the stone. The fire's glow fights back the darkness. The watchtower stands firm against the night. Inside the watchtower, a solitary figure stands silhouetted against the dim light. Wei's hands move with practiced grace, drawing a flute carved from bamboo. He raises the flute to his lips, a moment of quiet anticipation hanging in the air. The first notes of the flute pierce the silence, melancholic and haunting. The music drifts out into the night, a lonely song carried on the wind. Wei closes his eyes, lost in the melody as the watchtower fades into the darkness. Inside the watchtower, the air is filled with the simple, melancholic notes of a flute. Each note hangs in the air, a poignant melody echoing in the stone chamber. The music weaves a tale of longing and solitude. The sound vibrates through the ancient structure. The melody drifts out into the night, a lonely tune in the vast emptiness. The wind howls through the ancient watchtower, a lonely sentinel against the star-strewn canvas of the night. Cracks in the stone walls whisper tales of ages past. A solitary flute melody rises, The plaintive notes dance on the wind's breath. The music fades. The melody dissolves into the vast expanse of the night sky. Wei, a solitary figure in the watchtower, loses himself in the ethereal music flowing from his instrument. His nimble fingers dance across the strings, weaving a melody that echoes into the vast night. The melancholic song becomes a serenade to the silent, towering mountains. Notes drift towards the distant, twinkling stars, each a beacon in the inky blackness. The music fills the lonely watchtower, a heartfelt expression resonating with the stillness. In the heart of the night, Wei's song paints a vivid soundscape, a symphony of solitude and longing. Night blankets the Great Wall, an ancient serpent winding through the darkness. A hush falls over the ancient stones, the stars like distant diamonds scattered across an endless sky. Suddenly, a single streak of light tears through the void, a shooting star blazing its fleeting path. The brief flash illuminates the wall, a silent witness to centuries of stories and dreams. The light fades, leaving behind only the vast, indifferent expanse of the cosmos. The wall stands resolute, shrouded once more in the deep, contemplative darkness. Wei stands alone atop the ancient Great Wall, the wind fiercely whipping through his hair. His weathered face is etched with desperation. He closes his eyes, seeking solace in the solitude of the heights. A silent wish escapes his lips, carried away by the relentless wind. He sends a silent plea for peace to spread across the war-torn land. The ancient stones beneath him seem to echo his longing for tranquility. Wei stands alone atop the Great Wall, the wind a relentless hand through his hair. His gaze sweeps across the vast expanse, worry etching deep lines into his face. Ancient stones beneath his feet echo centuries of silent watch. The wind howls around him as he whispers his heartfelt plea into the emptiness. "I wish for the safety of my family," Wei says, his voice barely audible against the wind. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon against the sky. A lone figure stands watch, silhouetted against the setting sun. Wind whispers through the ancient stones, a song of solitude. The figure's gaze sweeps the horizon, a silent vow of duty. A wish echoes in the vast expanse. "I wish for the strength to continue my watch." Night descends upon the Great Wall, the ancient stones bathed in the ethereal glow of the rising moon. Shadows stretch and dance across the weathered stones, whispering tales of emperors and battles. The wall snakes into the distance, a silent guardian under the watchful eye of the moon. A cool breeze whispers through the battlements, carrying the scent of distant mountains. The stones gleam, reflecting the moon's silvery light, a pathway to forgotten ages. The Great Wall stands defiant against the darkness, a timeless monument under the silent moon. Moonlight casts an ethereal glow on the ancient stones of the Great Wall, a silent witness to history. Shadows dance along the winding path, the wall stretching into the distance, a silver serpent under the night sky. The air is still, carrying whispers of forgotten battles and ancient dynasties. Each stone seems to absorb the moonlight, radiating a soft, otherworldly light. The vast landscape below is shrouded in darkness, the wall a solitary beacon in the night. A sense of timelessness pervades the scene, the Great Wall standing defiant against the passage of time. Along the ancient stone, Wei walks his solitary watch, his figure stark against the vast, silent expanse of the Great Wall. The rhythmic echo of his footsteps is the only sound, a lonely counterpoint to the imposing stillness. He scans the horizon, his silhouette a vigilant guardian against the backdrop of the endless sky. Each step deliberate, Wei embodies the enduring strength and solemn duty etched into the very stones beneath his feet. The wind whispers tales of emperors and battles, as Wei continues his timeless patrol on the majestic Great Wall. Wei stands as a lone figure, the wind whispering tales of centuries past along the ancient stone. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a silent witness to history under a boundless sky. He is a solitary guardian against the backdrop of the monumental wall. The stones beneath his feet echo with the footsteps of countless soldiers. A profound stillness envelops him as he watches over the land, his presence a timeless sentinel, rooted in the heart of history. Wei, a solitary figure, stands guard atop the ancient Great Wall, his presence a silent promise of protection. Sunlight etches deep lines into his weathered face, each groove a testament to years of unwavering duty. His eyes, sharp and vigilant, scan the horizon, ever watchful for any sign of disturbance. The wind whispers tales of battles and dynasties as it whips around him, a constant companion. Wei's stance is unyielding, a stoic sentinel against the vast, breathtaking backdrop of the wall. He is the embodiment of peace, a steadfast guardian in a world teetering on the edge of chaos. Wei, a solitary figure, stands atop the great wall, the ancient stones beneath his worn boots. The wind howls around him, carrying whispers of battles fought and victories won. His grip tightens on the spear, the cold metal, a stark reminder of the duty he bears. He scans the horizon, a sentinel against the vast, unforgiving landscape. Each breath is a promise, each stance a defiance against the encroaching darkness. The great wall stretches endlessly, a silent witness to Wei's unwavering resolve. The great wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon winding over the peaks. A lone figure stands atop the ancient stones, silhouetted against the vast sky. His eyes, sharp and alert, scan the distant horizon. The wind whips around him, carrying whispers of battles long past. A sense of profound solitude and watchfulness emanates from him. The great wall stretches, a silent sentinel against the fading light, its ancient stones whispering tales of empires. A lone wolf's howl echoes, a mournful sound that shatters the tranquil silence of the vast valley below. The wind whispers through the crumbling battlements, carrying the scent of distant lands and forgotten battles. Shadows lengthen, painting the rugged landscape in hues of mystery and solitude. As dusk descends, the wolf's cry fades, leaving behind an echoing emptiness, a stark reminder of nature's dominance. Stars begin to emerge, piercing the darkening sky, mirroring the ancient watchtower's unwavering vigil. On the ancient great wall, Wei halts, a lone figure against the starlit sky. He cocks his head, an intense focus in his eyes as he strains to hear. The night wind whispers secrets, carrying faint sounds across the vast landscape. Wei's expression shifts, a subtle understanding dawning as he interprets the wind's message. An unspoken tension hangs in the air, the wall a silent witness to Wei's vigil. Against the backdrop of the ancient great wall, a lone figure begins his patrol, his silhouette stark against the skyline. His boots beat a steady rhythm against the stone, each step echoing through the silent expanse. The wind whispers tales of battles fought and empires fallen as he walks, his gaze fixed on the horizon. His pace is unwavering, a testament to his duty and resolve. As he guards the ancient barrier, sunlight glints off the weathered stones, casting long shadows that dance with the lone figure's resolute advance. On the great wall, the wind howls. A solitary figure stands against the ancient stones. The wind intensifies, a ghostly embrace. Dust devils dance around his feet. The wall stretches into the misty distance. Wei stands on the great wall, the ancient stones under his feet, a lonely figure against the vast, cold landscape. The biting wind whips around him as he clutches his cloak tighter, seeking refuge from the unforgiving chill. His eyes scan the horizon, a mix of determination and weariness etched onto his face, the weight of duty visible. Stone sentinels stretch into the distance, silent witnesses to history and Wei's solitary vigil. Upon the ancient stone of the Great Wall, memories flood in, lost in thought. Faces of family, etched in time, flicker before my eyes. Each brick, a reminder of enduring strength and unbreakable bonds. The wall stretches endlessly, a poignant echo of love and longing. The vast landscape dwarfs all, yet my family's presence feels immense. Standing atop the ancient Great Wall, a solitary figure gazes across the vast landscape. The wind whispers through the weathered stones, carrying echoes of forgotten battles and ancient memories. A wistful expression crosses the figure's face, their eyes filled with a longing for connection. The weight of solitude settles upon them as they recall cherished moments and absent faces. I miss their warmth, their laughter, their love, they think, their voice lost in the immensity of the scene. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a silent guardian against the horizon. Wind whispers through the ancient stones, carrying tales of battles and sacrifices. A lone figure stands atop the wall, silhouetted against the vast sky, resolute. The weight of responsibility settles upon their shoulders, an unspoken vow to protect. The ancient stones of the Great Wall stretch endlessly, a silent witness to history under the vast sky. A sense of timelessness settles over the scene, the wall a solid path through shifting eras. The scale of the wall dwarfs the figure, a solitary point against a majestic backdrop. In quiet contemplation, a profound sense of peace and strength emanates from the ancient stones. Against the backdrop of the ancient Great Wall, a lone figure stands silhouetted, gazing towards the heavens. The vast expanse of the night sky unfolds, a tapestry of stars stretching infinitely above him. Bathed in the ethereal glow of starlight, his face is upturned, lost in contemplation of the cosmos. Each star, a distant sun, casts its unwavering light upon the ancient stones, bridging time and space. He absorbs the ancient light, a silent dialogue between humanity and the infinite universe playing out under the stars. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon winding across the peaks. A sense of timelessness permeates the ancient stones. Panorama of the landscape from the Great Wall. The wind whispers tales of emperors and battles, carrying echoes of history across the vast expanse. The wall stands as a testament to human endeavor, a monument to both ambition and perseverance. Standing atop the wall, one feels dwarfed by the scale of history, connected to generations past. The Great Wall is a symbol of unity and strength, a reminder of the enduring spirit of a civilization. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon winding across the peaks, ancient and immense. Under the vast, indifferent sky, the wall stands as a testament to human endeavor. A solitary figure walks along the wall, dwarfed by the scale of the landscape and history. The wall fades into the distance, a line between earth and sky, past and present. A quiet reflection dawns. I am a small part of a vast and timeless universe. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon winding across the peaks. A lone figure walks along the ancient stones, each step measured, deliberate. Sunlight bathes the wall, casting long shadows that dance with the wind. His spirit, once burdened, now soars with the expansive view. The wind whispers tales of emperors and battles, a symphony of ages. He continues his journey, renewed and resolute, against the backdrop of history. The ancient stones of the Great Wall stretch into the distance. Shadows lengthen as dusk descends, cloaking the wall in mystery. A rustling sound breaks the silence. A small animal darts across the path, a fleeting shadow. It vanishes into the darkness between the ancient stones. The wall stands silent once more, guarding its secrets. The Great Wall stretches endlessly under the vast, starlit sky, a silent sentinel of history. Wei stands alone, a solitary figure against the ancient stones, his gaze following something into the distance. A fleeting moment of life disrupts the stillness, capturing Wei's focused attention. The night deepens, enveloping Wei and the Great Wall in a profound, timeless quiet. Standing upon the Great Wall, I feel the wind's fierce caress, a solitary figure amidst ancient stones. My gaze sweeps across the wall, a silent witness to centuries of stories, its stones whispering secrets. I ponder the wall's life, its struggles etched in every brick, its silent joys echoing through time. The stones stand defiant against the elements, holding fast to their untold narratives. If these ancient stones could speak, what tales of triumph and tragedy would they reveal? I reach out, touching the rough surface, seeking to understand the wall's enduring spirit. Standing on the Great Wall, feeling the ancient stones beneath my feet, I begin to understand the interconnectedness of all things. The wind whispers secrets of unity across the vast landscape. I feel the pulse of life resonating through everything around me. The wall stretches endlessly, a symbol of connection, not division. I feel the weight of history and the hope for the future. Gazing at the horizon, I realize that all living things are connected in a delicate and beautiful balance. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon winding across the peaks, its ancient stones whispering tales of empires. Under the vast sky, the wall stands as a testament to time, its weathered surface bearing witness to countless seasons. A solitary figure walks atop the ancient structure, dwarfed by the scale of history and nature that surrounds them. The wind howls a mournful song through the watchtowers, carrying echoes of battles and forgotten dynasties. Gazing out at the boundless horizon, A sense of profound connection to all living things dawns. A wave of empathy washes over, encompassing every creature, great and small, that shares this fragile world. Sunlight bathes the ancient stones of the Great Wall, stretching endlessly across the rugged terrain. A lone figure walks along the wall, his silhouette stark against the vast, open sky. His footsteps echo softly, the only sound breaking the silence of the ancient monument. He pauses, a sense of peace settling over him as he gazes at the distant horizon. A faint smile plays on his lips, reflecting a newfound lightness in his heart. He resumes his patrol, his steps now imbued with a sense of purpose and tranquility. The Great Wall stretches into the distance, a stone dragon against the rugged terrain under an endless sky. As the moon begins its descent, long, dancing shadows creep across the ancient stones. The wall stands defiant, a silent witness to the passage of time and the ebb and flow of moonlight. Each stone holds a story, now whispered in the growing darkness as night deepens. The air grows cool, carrying the scent of distant mountains and the promise of secrets unveiled. The ancient stones of the Great Wall stand in silent anticipation as the darkness begins to yield. A faint glow touches the horizon, painting the sky with the promise of a new dawn. The first rays of light creep over the mountains, chasing away the shadows of the night. The wall stretches into the distance, a silent witness to the awakening of the world. Golden light bathes the ancient bricks, revealing the grandeur and majesty of the Great Wall. On the majestic Great Wall, the ancient stones whisper tales of battles fought and won, endurance etched in every brick. Way stands vigilant, the wind carrying his silent thoughts across the vast expanse. His watch nears its end. The sun begins its descent, casting long shadows that dance with the wall's undulating form, marking time's relentless passage. A distant horn echoes, signaling the changing of the guard, the promise of rest mingling with the weight of duty. Wei's eyes scan the horizon one last time, a silent vow to protect etched in his gaze. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon across the peaks. A profound sense of accomplishment washes over the lone figure. The air is crisp, the view breathtaking, duty fulfilled. Standing tall, a silhouette against the ancient stones, the weight of history settles, a silent promise kept. Under the moon's pale glow, the Great Wall's ancient stones stretch endlessly, silent witness to centuries. The wind whispers through the watchtowers, a mournful song of battles fought and peace barely kept. Scent of pine mingles with echoes of history. Another night guarded, another vigil complete. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a silent sentinel against the horizon. He pauses, his silhouette stark against the ancient stones. His gaze sweeps across the vast valley below, a panorama of awakening life. The valley stirs with morning light, a tapestry of greens and browns. A distant village awakens, smoke curling lazily from chimneys. He turns back, resolve etched on his face as he faces forward. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a silent sentinel under the vast sky. Distant villages twinkle like fallen stars, their lights battling the encroaching darkness. Flickering lights punctuate the horizon, growing brighter with each passing moment. A sense of isolation pervades, broken only by the faint glow of civilization in the distance. The wall stands firm, a testament to enduring strength against the backdrop of a boundless landscape. The Great Wall stands defiant, a stone dragon winding over the peaks, endless and eternal. Ancient stones bear witness to centuries of strife, silent under the vast sky. The wind carries whispers of forgotten battles, echoing through the deserted watchtowers. Life persists, a fragile flame against the encroaching darkness and ever-present danger. Distant dreams linger in the air, carried on the breeze, a bittersweet symphony of hope. The scent of time and struggle permeates the air, a poignant reminder of what was and what could be. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon winding across the mountain ridges, bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun. Wind whispers through the ancient stones, carrying echoes of centuries past, a silent testament to resilience and hope. The vastness of the landscape dwarfs all, fostering a sense of peace and the promise of new beginnings on the horizon. A solitary figure stands atop the wall, gazing into the distance, a beacon of hope amidst the grandeur of history. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a silent witness to history under the vast sky. A lone figure stands silhouetted against the ancient stones, contemplating the horizon. Turning, he begins to walk, his figure resolute against the backdrop of the rising sun. Golden light bathes the landscape, casting long shadows as he moves forward with purpose. Each step echoes with determination, a journey towards a new dawn. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, a stone dragon winding across the peaks. His shift ends, but the weight of duty lingers in his eyes, etched deep with resolve. He remains vigilant, a solitary figure against the vast, ancient barrier. The setting sun casts long shadows, highlighting the solemnity of his watch. A silent promise echoes in the air. His duty continues, unwavering and strong. Against the vast sky, a lone figure stands atop the ancient Great Wall, an eternal sentinel. Sun-drenched stones stretch into the horizon, a testament to centuries of history and silent watch. Wind whispers through the weathered battlements, carrying tales of emperors and fallen warriors. He stands unmoving, a guardian carved from stone and resolve, forever bound to the wall. His gaze sweeps across the landscape, a protector of the realm, his spirit intertwined with the wall itself. The sun ascends, painting the ancient stones of the Great Wall with a radiant, golden light. Shadows recede, revealing the wall's majestic curves snaking across the rugged terrain. A gentle breeze whispers through the watchtowers, carrying tales of emperors and battles. The vast expanse of the landscape unfolds, an endless panorama of mountains and sky. The wall stands as a silent sentinel, a testament to human endeavor against the backdrop of nature. Golden sunlight bathes the ancient stones, awakening the wall to a new day. Against the backdrop of the Great Wall, Wei strides purposefully towards the distant barracks. The rising sun casts a long, dramatic shadow, turning Wei into a powerful silhouette against the ancient stones. Each step echoes with determination, a stark figure amidst the grandeur of the landscape. The air is crisp, carrying the scent of earth and history as Wei continues his journey. Wei steps into the barracks, the dim light casting long shadows. A wave of warmth washes over him, a stark contrast to the outside chill. The air is thick with the smell of wood smoke and the lingering scent of sleep. Silence hangs heavy, broken only by the distant crackle of the fire. Sunlight streams into the barracks as a guard nods, a silent acknowledgement in the quiet morning. A fellow guard awakens, stretching languidly against the backdrop of rough-hewn wooden walls. A wide yawn breaks the silence as the sleepy guard tries to shake off the last vestiges of night. The air is thick with the scent of sleep and anticipation of the day's duties. The barracks slowly stir to life, each movement a prelude to the responsibilities ahead. Wei, weary from battle, begins to disrobe, the clatter of armor echoing in the stark barracks. Each piece of armor is handled with care, reflecting discipline and respect for the tools of war. The worn wooden rack awaits, a silent testament to countless battles fought and endured. Sunlight streams through the barracks window, illuminating the stark contrast between peace and war. Inside the stark barracks, a soldier leans over a basin, the cold water promising a brutal awakening. He splashes the frigid water onto his face, the shock rippling through him. Each drop is a tiny hammer against his skin, fighting back the lingering tendrils of sleep. His breath hitches as the cold seeps in, chasing away the shadows in his mind. The icy grip tightens, forcing him to confront the day's harsh realities. A sharp, involuntary gasp escapes his lips, a silent scream against the morning chill. Inside the barracks, the air is thick with unspoken tension as he lowers himself onto a rough-hewn table. The clink of the kettle breaks the silence as he pours himself a cup of tea, the steam rising like a whispered secret. He stares into the dark liquid, lost in thought as he sits alone at the table. The tea warms his hands, but does little to thaw the chill in his eyes. Inside the barracks, shadows dance as he lifts the steaming cup. He inhales deeply, eyes closed, savoring the tea's familiar scent. A slow sip, warmth spreading, a moment of peace amidst the stark surroundings. His expression softens, memories stirred by the simple brew. The barracks fade into background, the tea occupying his full attention. Each drop a small comfort, a ritual holding back the harsh reality. Inside the austere barracks, I sit on the bunk's edge, my gaze lost in the worn wooden floor. Dust motes dance in the air, illuminated by the sunlight streaming through the window. The light casts long shadows, highlighting the room's emptiness. My mind drifts back home, picturing my family and wondering what they're doing. A wave of longing washes over me as I imagine their laughter and warmth. I close my eyes, holding onto the memory of their faces before returning to the present. Sunlight streams into the dusty barracks, illuminating floating motes of light. I clutch a worn photograph, its edges softened with time and memory. My thumb traces the smiling faces captured within the faded image. A painful knot of longing tightens in my chest, a silent ache for home. I hope they are safe and well, I think, a whispered prayer in the quiet barracks, and that I will see them soon, I conclude, clinging to hope amidst uncertainty. Dawn breaks in the barracks, casting a soft glow on the waking soldiers. I finish my tea, the warmth spreading through me, invigorating my spirit. The simple act of drinking tea steals my resolve. Rising from the table, I am a figure of renewed purpose. My gaze hardens with determination, ready to face the day's trials. A deep breath fills my lungs as I prepare for what lies ahead. Shadows retreat as he steps from the dim barracks. Blinding sunlight floods the frame as he exits. The sudden brightness etches his silhouette. He squints, adjusting to the stark, open day. A deep breath, and he strides into the sun. Wei begins his descent from the majestic Great Wall, the ancient stones underfoot whispering tales of bygone eras. The path unfolds before him, a ribbon snaking down the verdant mountainside towards the distant village. Sunlight bathes the landscape, casting long shadows that dance with Wei as he walks. The air is crisp and clean, carrying the scent of pine and the promise of home. With each step, Wei closes the distance between the towering wall and the welcoming embrace of the village below. Sunlight bathes the mountainside, illuminating fields carved into the slopes. Farmers work the land, their movements a blend of tradition and resilience. Weathered faces reflect a life etched in labor and connection to the earth. A timeless tableau of human effort against a backdrop of majestic peaks. Against the backdrop of a majestic mountainside, a figure nods in greeting. The crisp mountain air carries his simple acknowledgement, a gesture of peace. Smiles light up the faces of those receiving the greeting, mirroring the warmth of the sun. A silent exchange of goodwill unfolds amidst the towering peaks and endless sky. The mountains stand as silent witnesses to the friendly exchange. A moment of connection in the vast wilderness. Wei steps into the bustling village, a wave of vibrant sounds washing over him. The air buzzes with the energy of daily life, a symphony of ordinary moments unfolding. Life unfolds in the village. Sounds of daily life. Sunlight bathes the village, illuminating the ancient stone buildings and casting long shadows in the narrow streets. Children's bright clothes flash as they dart between houses, their joyful shouts echoing off the walls. A group of children plays a game with a worn-out ball, their faces alight with concentration and glee. Laughter rings out, a pure, unfiltered sound that fills the village with life and energy. Dust motes dance in the air as children race through the alleyways, their bare feet kicking up small clouds. The sounds of play mingle with the distant calls of vendors, creating a vibrant symphony of village life. The village bustles under the sun, alive with the vibrant energy of a market day. Vendors line the dusty streets, their stalls overflowing with colorful goods. A cacophony of voices rises as merchants hawk their wares, each vying for attention. Baskets of spices send fragrant plumes into the air. The persuasive calls of vendors echo through the crowded marketplace. Under the bright sun, Wei strides toward the village, his silhouette cutting a path through the vibrant green fields. The anticipation in Wei's heart grows with each step, his eyes fixed on the distant rooftops of his home. A gentle breeze rustles through the trees, carrying the familiar scent of earth and blossoms to Wei. Children's laughter echoes in the air, a symphony of life welcoming Wei back to the heart of his community. Wei quickens his pace, his figure now a blur of movement against the backdrop of the idyllic village. Wei steps into his modest home, a sanctuary from the outside world. The comforting aroma of home cooking fills the air, a warm embrace. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating dust motes. Simple furnishings adorn the space, each item telling a story. A sense of peace settles over Wei as he breathes deeply. He is home, where he can be himself, away from burdens. Wei steps into his home, the familiar scent of comfort enveloping him. His wife rushes to greet him, her face lighting up with a radiant smile. She embraces him tightly, her affection a palpable warmth against the day's chill. Her eyes, pools of deep affection, reflect the unwavering love she holds for him. Wei returns the embrace, a sense of peace washing over him in her arms. In this simple reunion, a profound bond speaks volumes of their shared life. Inside Wei's warm home, a sense of joyful anticipation fills the air. The door bursts open, and Wei steps inside, sunlight streaming in behind him. His children spot him, their eyes widening with pure delight. With squeals of happiness, they rush towards Wei, their small feet pounding on the floor. Wei kneels, opening his arms to embrace his beaming children in a heartwarming reunion. Inside Wei's warm home, sunlight streams through the windows, highlighting dust motes dancing in the air. Wei's face is etched with deep emotion as he opens his arms, preparing to embrace his loved ones. He pulls them close, his embrace tight and lingering, conveying a sense of profound gratitude. Wei's eyes glisten with unshed tears, reflecting the overwhelming joy of having them near. The depth of his appreciation is palpable, filling the room with a tangible sense of love and connection. In this simple embrace, unspoken bonds are reaffirmed, strengthening the ties that bind them together. Sunlight floods Wei's home, illuminating a dining table laden with food. Chopsticks click and clatter as family members share a meal, their faces glowing with joy. Dust motes dance in the golden light, creating a serene, familial tableau. Laughter echoes through the room, a symphony of shared stories and cherished moments. Each smile reflects a bond strengthened by time and tradition. The warmth of their connection permeates the air, turning a simple meal into a celebration of life. Sunlight floods Wei's cozy living room, painting the scene with warmth and a sense of serene domesticity. Wei sits peacefully, a gentle smile playing on his lips as he basks in the love of his family. The air is thick with an unspoken harmony, a testament to the bonds that tie them together. Each family member seems to glow with contentment, reflecting the tranquil atmosphere of their home, a perfect tableau of familial bliss, untouched by the worries of the outside world. The Great Wall stretches endlessly, bathed in the warm hues of the setting sun. As dusk paints the sky, Wei stands silhouetted against the ancient stones, a lone figure. He prepares for his duty, the weight of responsibility etched on his face. The wind whispers secrets through the ramparts, carrying tales of battles past. Wei adjusts his armor, a silent promise to protect the realm. With a final glance at the fading light, he turns towards his post, ready for the night. As dusk paints the room in gold, Wei embraces his family, shadows dancing around them. Wei's smile is a beacon, a silent vow etched in the soft light. His eyes reflect love and determination as he holds his family close. With a voice full of promise, Wei speaks, reassuring his loved ones. "I will return safely," Wei vows, a promise hanging in the still air. The setting sun casts a final, warm glow as Wei prepares to leave, his family watching. As dusk settles, Wei's wife tenderly cradles his face, her eyes reflecting profound worry. Her touch is feather-light, a silent promise of comfort in the gathering shadows. She gently presses a soft kiss to his forehead, a silent blessing. The subtle kiss speaks volumes, conveying depths of unspoken love and care. As dusk paints the room in warm hues, Wei holds her hands, his eyes reflecting the tender light. Long shadows dance around them, framing a moment of quiet intimacy. His voice, a soothing balm, cuts through the silence. "I am strong and capable. You do not have to worry," Wei says, his words a gentle promise in the fading light. Inside Wei's home, dusk paints the room in fading light. Wei steps towards the doorway, a silhouette against the dimming glow. He pauses, a moment of reflection before stepping into the night. Wei exits into the dusk, leaving his home behind. As dusk paints the sky, Wei walks resolutely towards the ancient Great Wall. His steady pace echoes against the weathered stones, each step measured and firm. The setting sun casts long shadows, accentuating the wall's imposing silhouette. A determined glint shines in Wei's eyes, reflecting the fading light. The ancient stones whisper tales of courage as Wei continues his march. Wei's figure grows smaller against the vastness of the Great Wall, a solitary silhouette. The Great Wall stretches across the landscape, a silent sentinel against the canvas of the twilight sky. As dusk descends, the ancient stones of the wall absorb the last warmth of the setting sun. Vibrant colors streak across the sky, painting a fleeting spectacle of orange, pink, and gold. Shadows lengthen, and the wall seems to whisper tales of emperors and battles long past. The wind sighs through the watchtowers, carrying the scent of distant lands and forgotten dreams. Wei stands atop the ancient Great Wall, weathered stones whispering tales of centuries. The sun begins its descent, casting a warm, golden glow across the rugged landscape. Hues of orange, pink, and gold paint the sky. A breathtaking panorama unfolds. A gentle breeze whispers through the watchtowers, carrying scents of distant lands. He gazes at the vista, a sense of awe and wonder washing over him in the twilight. The Great Wall stands in silent majesty as dusk envelops the horizon. Dusk paints the Great Wall in hues of orange and purple, the ancient stones whispering tales of battles fought and won. Shadows lengthen, stretching across the ramparts, as another night descends upon the majestic fortress. The wind carries the scent of distant lands, a silent promise of adventures yet to come under the starlit sky. A lone figure stands guard, silhouetted against the fading light, ready to face the unknown darkness ahead. The air grows cold, biting at exposed skin, a reminder of the harsh realities that await in the long, silent hours. Duty calls, a solemn oath echoing in the heart, as the sentinel prepares for another night on the Great Wall. Dusk paints the Great Wall in fiery hues, as a lone figure stands silhouetted against the setting sun. Ancient stones beneath their feet, they survey the vast landscape, a solitary guardian against the fading light. Shadows stretch and deepen, mirroring the challenges that lie ahead. A stark silhouette against the dramatic sky, a symbol of resilience and resolve. Ready to face whatever may come, the figure stands firm, a beacon of hope in the twilight. Night falls on the Great Wall, shadows stretching long as Wei resumes his lonely patrol, a solitary figure against the ancient stones. The wind whispers through the battlements, carrying tales of emperors and battles long past. His silhouette is framed against the starlit sky, a silent guardian in the vast expanse of the night. Each step echoes in the stillness, a rhythmic beat marking time in the age-old sentinel's duty. Darkness cloaks the landscape, the wall, a winding dragon slumbering across the peaks, watched over by Wei. The Great Wall stretches into the night, an ancient serpent of stone bathed in ethereal moonlight. Silver light cascades over the weathered stones, each brick whispering tales of centuries past. The moon ascends, its glow painting long shadows that dance and writhe along the wall's rugged path. Silent watchtowers stand as sentinels, their silhouettes stark against the celestial canvas. The vast expanse of the wall seems to breathe under the moon's gentle caress. An ageless monument, the Great Wall endures, bathed in the moon's timeless, silvery embrace. Against the inky canvas of night, the Great Wall stands, an ancient silhouette etched in stone. The wind howls, a symphony of ages, whispering tales of emperors and forgotten battles through crumbling ramparts. The weight of centuries presses down, a palpable echo of history resonating in the very air. The stones stand silent, bearing witness to the passage of time and the relentless march of history. Under the vast night sky, Wei stands upon the Great Wall, a lone figure against the ancient stones. He closes his eyes, the cool night air brushing against his face, carrying whispers of history. In his mind's eye, ghostly armies march, their banners rippling in the spectral wind. He pictures the thunder of hooves and the clash of steel, echoes of battles long past. The weight of generations settles upon him as he connects with the wall's enduring spirit. Wei opens his eyes, the present moment infused with the profound echoes of the past. Silence blankets the Great Wall under the cloak of night. The lone watchman stands vigilant against the dark horizon. He opens his eyes, his gaze sharp and unwavering. The ancient stones beneath his feet are cold and firm. A silent promise hangs in the air as he continues his watch. The vast expanse of the wall stretches into the distance, an endless sentinel. Under a watchful moon, the Great Wall stretches into the distance, a stone dragon against the inky sky. A lone figure stands atop the ancient stones, his silhouette stark against the celestial glow. He is a guardian, a silent sentinel, his vigil a promise whispered on the wind. The moonlight casts long shadows, painting the wall with secrets and untold stories. His presence is a beacon, a steadfast vow etched against the vast expanse of night. The wall stands in silent strength, a monument to peace, protected by its watchful guardian. Under the cloak of night, the great wall snakes across the mountainous terrain, an ancient sentinel. Shadows dance along its weathered stones, whispering tales of battles and dynasties long past. The moon casts an ethereal glow, highlighting the wall's endless expanse, a silent, enduring monument to human ambition and resilience. Time stretches on, repeating the same rhythm of days and nights. And so, the cycle continues, night after night, year after year. Wei's breath hangs in the frigid air as he scans the desolate expanse of the Great Wall under the cloak of night. His intense gaze pierces the deep shadows, seeking any sign of intrusion along the ancient stone barrier. The wind whispers through the battlements, carrying secrets and warnings across the deserted expanse. Each gust seems to echo the weight of history and the solitude of his vigil. The ancient stones stand as silent witnesses to his unwavering watch. Wei remains alert, a solitary figure against the backdrop of the formidable, darkened wall. Under the cloak of night, the Great Wall stretches into the distance, a silent sentinel of history and mystery. A lone warrior stands poised, his silhouette stark against the ancient stones. The moonlight glints off the polished steel of his sword, ready for swift action. With a subtle shift, he adjusts his grip, ensuring the weapon is an extension of his will. Every movement is precise, a dance of anticipation beneath the watchful eyes of the stars. Under a vast, starlit sky, the Great Wall snakes across the dark mountain peaks, an ancient sentinel. Far below, the faint, twinkling lights of distant villages punctuate the darkness, a silent testament to human presence. The wind whispers through the ancient stones, carrying echoes of forgotten battles and timeless tales. A sense of awe and solitude washes over the scene, the Great Wall standing as a bridge between past and present. Against the inky sky, a lone figure stands atop the ancient Great Wall, battling the fierce wind. He gazes out at the vast, dark landscape, a silent sentinel guarding the realm. The weight of responsibility is etched on his face, a mask of solemn duty. His eyes reflect the distant lights of the villages he has sworn to protect. The wind whispers tales of battles fought and victories won along the wall's ancient stones. He stands resolute, a solitary beacon of hope against the encroaching darkness. Under a starlit sky, the Great Wall snakes across the dark mountains, a silent sentinel of history and resilience. A profound sense of responsibility settles over the viewer, a weight of history and heritage. The ancient stones whisper tales of emperors and battles, echoing the pride of a nation. The vastness of the landscape amplifies the feeling, connecting the viewer to centuries past. Standing on the wall, a quiet vow is made to honor the legacy and safeguard the future. Under the moon's faint glow, the Great Wall snakes into the darkness, a silent sentinel of ages past. I stand upon the ancient stones, dwarfed by history. The wind whispers tales of empires, battles, and forgotten dreams. A profound connection to the past washes over me, blurring the lines of time. Each stone holds a story. Each gust of wind carries echoes of lives lived. I am but a fleeting echo in the grand narrative, humbled by the weight of history. Under a dim moonlight, the Great Wall stretches across the mountain peaks, a stone dragon guarding ancient secrets. Each brick whispers forgotten stories, resonating with the echoes of battles fought and won through centuries. The endless stone dragon winds through the night, a silent sentinel watching over the sleeping lands. The wind carries whispers of forgotten dynasties, their rise and fall etched into every stone, a timeless monument. The Great Wall stands defiant against the ravages of time and the encroachment of darkness. Each step along the wall is a step back through history, a journey into the heart of a nation's soul. Under the silver gaze of the moon, the Great Wall snakes across the horizon, a silent sentinel of ages past. A lone figure emerges atop the ancient stone, silhouetted against the vast, starlit sky. He stands as a guardian, his presence a bridge between the echoes of history and the whispers of tomorrow. His gaze sweeps the landscape, a silent vow to protect the secrets the wall holds within its weathered stones. The wind whispers tales of emperors and battles, carrying the weight of centuries on its breath. The great wall snakes into the distance, its ancient stones whispering tales under the watchful moon. Silent sentinels against the night, the stones stand firm, bathed in the moon's faint glow. Shadows dance along the wall, as if the spirits of centuries past still walk its path. The air is still, the only sound the echo of history carried on the gentle breeze. Under the vast, star-strewn sky, the great wall stretches, a timeless monument to human endeavor. Under the starlit sky, the great wall snakes into the distance, a silent guardian against the night. Wei stands as a lone sentinel, his silhouette sharp against the ancient stones. His eyes scan the horizon, ever watchful, ever vigilant. Each breath hangs in the cold air, a testament to his unwavering focus. The wind whispers secrets through the stones, but Wei remains unmoved, his duty his only guide. Under a soft moon, the great wall snakes into the darkness, ancient stones whispering tales of dynasties and battles. He stands as a solitary silhouette against the night sky, a figure etched with the weight of duty. The wind, a timeless messenger, carries echoes of forgotten soldiers and emperors through the ages. The stones beneath his feet are cold, solid, unyielding, a testament to enduring strength and perseverance. His gaze sweeps the horizon, a silent vow to protect the legacy enshrined in these ancient ramparts. The wall stretches endlessly, a symbol of resilience, its story woven into the very fabric of the night. Under the watchful eye of the moon, a lone figure stands atop the great wall, a silhouette against the night. He is the realm's silent guardian, his gaze sweeping across the horizon, ever vigilant. Stone beneath his feet, wind whispers tales of battles fought and victories won, echoing through time. The great wall stretches into the distance, a dragon's spine guarding secrets of the empire. Shadows dance with the moonlight, creating an ethereal play of light and darkness along the ancient stones. A protector stands unmoving, an oath whispered on the wind, ensuring the realm's peace. Under a vast, starlit sky, the ancient stones of the Great Wall stretch across the horizon, silent witnesses to the passage of time. Pinpricks of light blaze with cold fire, an infinite expanse above the formidable barrier. The wall stands defiant against the darkness, a testament to human endeavor beneath an indifferent cosmos. Timeless stars watch over the ramparts, their unwavering light a constant presence in the still night. A profound stillness blankets the scene, the stars and stones locked in an eternal, silent dialogue. Under a vast, starlit sky, the ancient stones of the Great Wall snake into the darkness, silent witnesses to centuries. Wei stands alone, a solitary figure silhouetted against the celestial canvas, drawing solace from the stars. The cool night air whispers secrets through the ancient stones, carrying echoes of battles and bygone eras. Wei's gaze sweeps across the horizon, seeking answers in the infinite expanse above, a silent communion with the cosmos. The stars glitter like diamonds, scattered on black velvet, their light illuminating Wei's contemplative face. A profound sense of peace washes over Wei, finding comfort and strength in the eternal presence of the stars. Under a vast, starlit sky, the Great Wall snakes across the dark mountains, a silent witness to history. A lone figure stands atop the ancient stones, silhouetted against the horizon, seemingly isolated in his thoughts. But even in this apparent solitude, he is not alone. The echoes of the past surround him, whispering secrets. The wind carries the weight of centuries, a constant reminder that he is part of something much larger than himself. Under the moon's silvery glow, the Great Wall snakes across the dark landscape, an ancient sentinel of stone. Its weathered stones whisper tales of endurance, silently guarding secrets of the past. The moonlight casts long shadows, accentuating its timeless strength. A silent witness to history, the wall stands as a symbol of human resilience. The Great Wall snakes into the abyss, an ancient dragon under a starlit sky. Wei stands alone, a silhouette etched against the vast, inky canvas of the night. Centuries of history converge in his solitary figure, a silent guardian. The stars twinkle like distant campfires, watching over him, over the wall. A cool wind whispers through the ancient stones, carrying tales of emperors and battles. He gazes into the darkness, an embodiment of resilience against the test of time. Under the moon's ethereal glow, the Great Wall snakes into the inky blackness, its ancient stones whispering tales of centuries past. Silent and resolute, the wall stands as a steadfast sentinel against the encroaching night. Shadows dance and stretch, playing across the weathered stone, as if the wall itself breathes with the weight of history. The air is still, save for the gentle sigh of the wind, carrying secrets from distant lands and forgotten battles. Each stone, a testament to enduring strength, gleams softly under the watchful eye of the moon. The Great Wall continues its silent vigil, night after night, an eternal guardian against the shadows. Under the cold gaze of the moon, the Great Wall stretches into the distance, a silent sentinel against the night. A lone figure stands atop the ancient stones, a silhouette etched against the ethereal glow of the moonlit sky. He is the guardian of the wall, his presence a promise of vigilance in the stillness of the night. The wind whispers secrets through the stones, carrying tales of battles fought and empires fallen. His gaze sweeps across the horizon, a silent vow to protect the land from the shadows that stir in the darkness. The Great Wall stands in silhouette, ancient stones cutting into the night sky, a silent sentinel of history. A chilling wind howls, whispering through the desolate ramparts, carrying secrets of ages past. The wind seems to carry a name, a faint echo resonating across the vast expanse. The ancient stones bear witness to the unseen, absorbing the whispers of the wind. Silence descends once more, broken only by the relentless wind, as the wall stands firm against the darkness.